Now, if the answer to all of those questions happen to be yes, that means you should probably be trying to pull for the character. So, Snack Lady, the Snack Thief, and Seed are here. And I know you're wondering who to pull for, or even if you should be pulling right now at all, with 2.8 and 3.0 right around the fucking corner. So, I want to go down a kind of a checklist that I made that hopefully will help you make a good decision that will help boost your account. So this is mostly for new and casual players, but this can be used as a veteran, as I do this myself, and I have been seeing a lot of growth recently. So first things first, we need to know what your goals are before we get into the checklist, right? Are you here for the vibes, right? Are you here for just clearing the end game? Like, you're okay with that, right? Just a 2K clear, or 20K, or just a S? Cool with that? Or are you looking to go all the way to the best of your abilities and get better numbers every season? Regardless of which one you are, you should like and subscribe for more CZZ content. Here for if you're first and don't do endgame at all, right? That's crazy. You're tripping. What are you doing? That's polychromes right there. But you do you, and you do what you want. Okay, but don't change your mind later because your account's ass and you pulled that. Okay, that's on you. Right? You should listen. Okay, now let's finally get into the important shit. Let's say you're number 2, assuming you wish to clear endgame, at least clear. So the questions we need to answer. Number 1, do you need this element? Number 2, is there a team that this character upgrades for you? Number 3, is this character flexible? Can you put it in multiple teams? And number 4, is there potential in the future? That's usually based on kit. Maybe it's one of those, it's a rare like setup like Ether Stun. Like, I'm sorry, Nagong's the only one we ever got of that. It took forever for it, right? She's good for her own separate reasons, but that's also a reason. Okay? Now, if the answer to all of those questions happen to be yes, that means you should probably be trying to pull for the character. But you have to look at your roster for all these questions. Okay, if you want to go to the TLDR, right? There's a timestamp in the description, so you can just skip all this, right? But I appreciate you for sticking here this long, and you can get right to it at the end. Okay? I'll see you there. Goodbye. Bye. Okay, you're still here. You didn't skip. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, so continuing. As a rule of thumb, you don't have to dabble in every niche in a gacha game, but if you do so correctly, it will get you places. At least to where you need to be, which is clearing. So, as I would like not to pull for 2 characters and arguably 2 engines in the same patch, like literally in the same like time window, I need to save my funds both in game and in real life. We should be making a choice here. Okay, we shouldn't just be trying to go willy-nilly and not be greedy and stupid. As such, I think I'd like to talk from a new free-to-play or low-spender POV first. Starting strong with number 1, do you need this element? So if you're new, you probably don't have an electric DPS, especially if you came in after 1.4 and you didn't get Haramasa. There is grace, but that's going to happen to everyone at some point, and playstyle isn't for everyone either. So, if you don't get what I'm trying to say here, I'm saying you should try to expand your DPS element pool so you don't get cucked, or don't feel so cucked, by any particular boss, not including straight chills. And as a current player, who you have access to will help you make a decision. So Cissia and Seed are both electric, so they would normally compete for a spot, especially since they're electric DPSs. This isn't the case here. Cissia is an extremely good teammate for Seed, and vice versa. More on that later. Number 2, is there a team that this character, upgrades? For new players, this doesn't really apply, and we'll low-key get back to this for veterans and such later, along with, number 4 at the end. Okay? So for number 3, is this character flexible? For new players, there's an argument that they're both not bad alone for free-to-play. Seed as an older unit has a history of being able to clear with characters like Billy and Nicole, which is very free-to-play friendly. Her kit requires 2 attack units, and Cissia's requires 2 electric units. If you look at the roster of electric units, it's a little smaller than if we just choose attack units. Right, so there's a little more to do for Seed than there is for Cissia. Okay? So that may tie in to whether or not you want to pull, or who you pull for if you. For Cissia herself, she requires electric, like I said, and there isn't so many that are technically so good with her. Grace and Yanagi being anomalies don't work too well with her. The defense shred's okay, but the crit damage means nothing. I don't know if I explained that's in the kit, but that's really what her kit does, is defense shred and crit damage. Xing Yi is good, but she needs to be on board a little more. It's not terrible, but it's not optimal. Trigger is optimal as hell, and Rina does defense shred along with this, with Cissia. But you have Nicole, which also does defense shred, so no. Right, Anton's okay, Haramasa's okay. She's not really built for Sandy because we want aftershocks. And at least she's better with Seed. Okay, Sandy's kind of better with Seed, but so is Cissia, so... I mean, Seed the more flexible unit overall. Okay, now, number 4. We're gonna get into all that at the very end when we go through the veteran's perspective first, which we're gonna get into right now, right? Because we want to talk, because we've already talked about how, you know, what you have really does mean something, especially if you've been playing for a while. What you do and don't have really matters, right? So if you've been playing for quite a while, right, you still need to be looking at your roster. So 1 and 2 are really one thing at the current moment. Do you need more electric DPS? Okay, I already have Sammy. I can clear with Sammy. If you're one of the people that just want to clear and you have what you have and you've been clearing, you'll probably be okay, right? Even UCC right now, with its 30 whatever million HP, whatever the fuck it is, right? I still got like almost 30k, like 29. I couldn't hit 30k plus, right? Because, you know, I'm a little mid and I had to use like Orphe. And it's okay though, we clear though. That's all that matters, right? If that's the type of person you are, that's all that matters. But theoretically, Sandy or Seed together, with a dude being weak to electric, is probably better than one of the two with Orphe sometimes, depending on the boss and the encounter, okay? That's how it is sometimes. Sometimes they're weak to electric but resist fire, so it hurts, okay? Sometimes it sucks a lot. Sometimes it sucks a fucking lot. The two of them are both like two different playstyles of something, right? Her with a double electric, which is really just with Seed. It's kind of the same playstyle realistically, but you can do this, that, and like one other good support, and it's its own team, right? You're really playing its own team. That's cool. That's fun, right? This is a game, and I want to have fun, and these playstyles are kind of right up my alley as fast swap tempo teams, fast tempo swap teams, right? That's kind of what I want. But as I'm good, I don't really need it. Now, overall potential, right? Well, that was 1 and 2. We gotta get into 3. Number 3 is it flexible, right? Cissia with trigger and whatever you want, a couple good supports is kind of flexible. Seed with 2 attackers, and like I said, there's quite a lot of attackers to play with, right? And like trigger Astra is pretty good, right? One or the other, it's pretty good. Not to mention, Seed, like I said earlier, is known to clear with Billy/Nicole, and that's pretty free usage, right? That means even Nicole with a person like any other attack unit is free, like, that's it. Like, that's pretty free. You don't even actually need premium supports to get your job done. You just need to run the job. It's alright. Alright. Now let's get into number 4, future potential. Now, although Cissia is looking to be just a side grade, there is precedence of characters becoming better over time with new releases, and, you know, their kit just seems to meld better, like when you really give it time. Okay, i.e. Lighter. Characters like Lighter is a 1x character, a 1.x character, and he's extremely good still, right? He's a fire unit for no reason. Okay, well, no pun intended, but he's fire. Okay, he's straight heat. He's A1. Okay, he is the steak sauce, right? He's making shit better. But like with Cissia, she's brand new. It'll take a while to see how crazy she is. She seems to be like near tier 0. With Seed, from what I've seen on Freeman, it definitely prefaced with Seed, right? So we'll see in a couple days how crazy, like, she moves up or down the thing. She could stick right there by herself and stay, like, right, with Seed doesn't really mean anything, right? Who knows? Who knows? We'll see how it goes down the line. Now let's talk about, like, from a sweat perspective real fast. We haven't touched on that at all. This is one of those patches where if you pull everything on the patch, you might be lit, right? You might get extreme performance boost, right? Especially like if you want to kill that UCC and you need double electric, this might be it for you, right? You might have Sandy, that might be it for you. You might have Seed, and with Orphe, it's not really doing it. You might not have Sandy. You might want that Cissia right now, bro. You really might want that, right? I don't even know if I got into that with on the regular perspective, right? On the the veteran shit. Like if you have Seed, you might want this Cissia. Like that's just overall. If you have Seed, you might want this Cissia. And if you're a Seed wanter, you might want to end up getting to get Cissia anyway. But that's a lot to go for, especially like arguably 2 engines, because I feel like you need Seed's engine. You don't need, but it's a huge boost. If you really want those big sweaty numbers, then yeah, you should go get Seed's engine. Right? If you have Seed, maybe you want some Idolin or Mindscapes, excuse me, or Seed, right? That, who knows? Like that's usually how it goes. It really is based on what you have and what your options are. If you don't have a lot of options, you're gonna have to pick and choose. I think C's the better option. You're just giving my opinion. If you don't have an electric defense, but if you do, right, and it's not Sandy, and it happens to be your feet, or maybe you have Trigger, right? This is the move here. This is the move here. They're both the move here if you have Trigger, to be honest with you. If you have Trigger, you're fucking late. You need one of these two, if not both. Like I said, like if you pull both this patch, you might be really up there. Really up there, especially if you have that Trigger. So, TLDR. Assuming you wish to clear endgame. Do you need this element? That's totally based on you, right? What do you have in your roster, okay? Number 2. Is there a team this character upgrades? Again, that's basically on you, but arguably, yes, okay? Just having it and throwing it with certain characters just because of the way they work is pretty good, but that's again on you. Number 3, is it flexible? This one is not debatable. Seed is a little more flexible in my eyes than Cissia, considering it requires the bare minimum just an attacker, and that's not that bad, right? It's not like when you play Ambi and you don't have any other Aftershock units, the shit kind of sucks a little bit, okay? It's not like that, right? You just need any other attack unit. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, just an attack unit. Aftershock is cool, but just an attack unit does enough, okay? It's cool. It'll do its job to get you places, okay? And potential down the line, again, Seed could hit another attacker at any point in the game. It doesn't even have to be electric, but Cissia does need an electric character for her Upa. So therefore, Seed is this straight up have better potential, but if something comes out crazy specifically for Cissia, shit happens. Okay, shit happens. Seed may be tried and true, and Cissia is brand new, but you never know what the fuck's gonna happen. So who are you pulling for? Please let me know in the comments down below, okay? And while you're at it, please like the video. I said it, this is probably like the 2nd or 3rd time. Please, I don't remember if I said the Discord thing, but it's down there. Okay, it's down there. Please pull up. I need more niggas to talk seasons with. And I'm socially awkward. You have no idea how many takes this fucking took. Once you get to know me, I'm like this all the time. Because I'm in my room by myself. When I'm socially awkward, talking is not. Okay, bye. Have a great day. Win your 50/50s. Get that character if you want it. I forgot to preface. Sometimes it's waifu. I forgot to say it's not preface, but I forgot to say sometimes it's waifu over meta. And to be honest with you, that means you pull both. If you don't pull both, you're a hater. All right, waifu over meta means waifu over meta. I'm not fucking. You stop playing with yourself. Start playing the game. Stupid. Love you. Bye.